Okay. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Maybe you can't hear me. Hello. Can you hear me? So these are the things with technology. Like, I don't know if you can hear me or not. Okay. Oh, there we go. You guys. Hello. All right. So I hear myself. I'm watching on my phone. But I'm so thankful that you're here. I didn't know there was people here earlier, and I don't know if they could hear me. But so if you don't hear me, then please write that in the comments so I know. But thank you all for being here. I just did a whole splurge, and I don't know. I'm gonna read what I'm doing. So Hioho Mitaki Ape, Eva Cordova Yamachi Ape, Malakota and Tas Pueblo. Good morning, everybody. Um, my tama is Conchilla from Tas Pueblo. Using my um, um, having to be on technology side, and that doesn't always work. So if you are watching, hit the like button, put a comment, tell me where you're checking in from, tell me what it is that you do. One of the first things that I want to say is thank you for being here. Thank you for taking the time on a Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to come here and watch. Um, Again, I am the owner operator of AC and Associates, and I do different types of stuff. I'm a consultant. I do online events. I'm an MC. I've done MC stuff all within the last year. So for a lot of people, including myself, we've all been affected by COVID, by quarantining and not being able to gather um, and missing our family and all of that stuff. So when I went into my own business, I wanted to do my own things, and it's a learning experience. It definitely is a learning experience. So I thought that checking in once a week, or maybe even more than that, um, with other consultants, other business owners, other small businesses, would be a place where we can gather and just talk about what it is that we want to do in our lives. So today is January 16th, 2021. It's 11:10, and I'm so again thankful that you're here. So tell me in the comments what it is. Are you a small business? Do you are you thinking about becoming a small business? And we'll talk together and dream together and laugh together. So there are a couple of things that I wanted to share with individuals because a lot of people ask me how to do different things, how I've done what I've done, and basically it's with the help of my community, with the help of my friends, with the help of my family, and different resources that I've known for a very long time. And there are some other things that I want to share with you that I'm using in my own business. So like today, how am I reaching you? um, how can I cross stream on 3 different platforms? So just if you don't know, I'm streaming live on my Facebook page, my business Facebook page, which is AC and Associates. I'm also streaming on YouTube. And the reason that I think it's important to stream both on Facebook and YouTube because there's not a lot of people that look at Facebook or have Facebook. So one of the things that I've learned is Facebook is geared towards older individuals. And there's not a lot of young, well, I don't know if there's a lot of young people, but that's what I've heard. So I like to stream on different um, online platforms from Facebook, like I said, Facebook through AC and Associates, YouTube through AC and Associates, and also this new platform which I've been introduced to. It's called Twitch. So if you haven't made the switch to Twitch, you definitely should. Um, okay, so there are things that I use in my business, and I wanted to show that to you. And again, if you have questions or comments, please feel free to put those in the chat box. Um, so these are the things that I use for my business. We definitely have to have internet, right? And we have to have, well, it's really good to have a laptop. I know a lot of things can happen over the phone and we can do a lot of things on our phone, but for the platform that I use, it's better to have a laptop. The other things that I have recently obtained or acquired. And again, it's through the support of my family, my friends, and my community. Hi, Christina. Thank you for being here. Thank you for checking in the comments. Okay, so one of the other things that I use is this. It's a webcam. And luckily for me, I didn't have to purchase this. So my twin sister, her name is Songtree Payochi. If you haven't been watching me, I do a Paku wellness hour with Paku Cultural Community Services, and we are online twice a month. It's we talk about different wellness stuff. Anyways, my sister was on that with me, talking about medicines in a class that she had took at the University of New Mexico, and it was a really good show. And anyways, she asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and I usually say, "Oh, you don't have to get me anything," but what I really, really wanted was a webcam. So I told her I want a webcam, and she said, "Okay, well, tell me what type of webcam." And it's so funny though because what I did was I had been researching webcams, and I already had the information. So I let her know that I wanted a webcam for Christmas, and it's only like 25 between 25 and $30. And this is the one that I purchased, which is very common, and it is the N930p. It looks like this. It comes with this. It also comes with, I know a lot of people are don't like to have their camera showing, so sometimes I've seen people put post-its on it or all that, but it does also come, and it's still in the box, I haven't put it. It also comes with a lid that closes. So this is very good to have. And this is what I typically use, but today I'm just using my laptop's camera to be here. So this is really good. It also has Zoom, like not Zoom, but uh, um, what is it called? Autofocus. Yeah, autofocus. So this is the thing that I use, a webcam. I'm not using it today though. The other thing that I wanted to show you that I use, and I'm gonna put it on after, is a ring light. And all of these items are are really good, and I'll show you why. So right now you see like a line going through a dark space. So this is a ring light, and it's a really small one. I got it on Walmart last year, walmart.com for like $35. And it comes with a bag. It also you can it's really easy to use. You just actually just plug it in. You can put it away easy. You can carry it around easy. It's really good. So it can sit on a desk. It also stretches, so that's important as well. So if you have a birthday coming up, an anniversary, or if you yourself want to buy a ring light, it's a good investment, especially now with us being online. Um, and doing different things on lighting is very important, and I'm going to show you right now. So basically all you have to do um, is plug it into your laptop, or I don't know if you can see this or not, but I also purchased for Chris no, I didn't purchase, my daughter purchased this for me for Christmas. It is a ether cord ether cord thing, and then it also has three additional USBs. I don't know, I'm trying to see if you can see it, but it's connected to my computer right now, so that's why I can't unplug it. But it has like three additional USBs that you can plug in if your computer doesn't have any USB or you need more space. So this is what the ring light does. It adds some light. So this is what I would look like um, without the ring light. And then it also has like different colors and different brightnesses. You can go really dark or really light. And it's a really good investment. I would just really think that everybody should get one, or use what you have in your home. If you don't have the funds to buy what you want, then try to use what you have at home. Open a window, use light. Also, the other thing that's important is when you are online, if you have light behind you, it makes you more darker. So the light should always be in front of you. Also, the other issue with that is that if the light's in front of you, is that if you're wearing eyeglasses, there's going to be a reflection. And on my eyeglasses, there's a strong reflection. That's why I'm wearing contacts today. And who wears contacts in a quarantine at home? I don't. I haven't worn um, contacts since actually this week, but that's because I was working. Um, anyways, okay, you guys got to keep me on task because I tend to like start talking about other stuff. So I really, really wanted to engage with you, any business owners that are out there, or if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. Feel free to share this with other business owners. I definitely want to, new business owners, or if you're thinking about becoming a business, I definitely wanted to have share space where we can talk about what it is that we're doing and how we can support each other. I saw this post today, and it said something like, how do you support a small business? It had a receipt, and then it had like how much it cost. So how much does it cost to share this for you? It doesn't actually cost nothing, and you're supporting me and you're supporting your small business. How much does it cost to like my sister, she supported me because she sent me a webcam, which I really needed. Let your family and your friends know what it is that you're doing. And word of mouth is something that works very well. So, okay, we went over the webcam, we went over the ring lights. The other thing that I wanted to ask you all is, what are your dreams, your goals? Put them in the comments or send me a personal message. You can Instagram or um, YouTube message, or no, I'm sorry, not YouTube. You can also you can send me an email. It's averocordova@gmail. Um, so I just definitely wanted to bring this space to you all. Actually, I'm also going to be having a special guest at like 11:30 ish, from United American Indian Involvement Workforce Development. Lupe Lopez is going to be coming on here and talking about the services that they provide. So I just also wanted to say thank you to Workforce because they've helped me so much. If you're Native American living in Los Angeles and can have documentation um, that says that you're Native, whether or California, they help federal and California state tribe recognized tribes. So, anyways, she's gonna give that information to us later. Um, So basically, they helped me. Workforce wants me to be successful, and I appreciate them because some of the things that they provided me was this laptop that you all are watching me on. Um, when you're in business, you need insurance, and they help pay for part. Actually, they help pay for insurance. They help pay for insurance. They also have provided me with different classes, from financial workshops to website managing. I don't have a website right now, and it's just one more step that I need to make towards that. And let's talk about steps and our dreams and our goals. So for me, as I stated, I was working in the nonprofit sector for 13 years. And I just felt like it was time for me to move on to something else. And then I got hired with an amazing organization called the California Native Boat Project. And I helped them do a community forum in November of 2019. And then from there, I said, I'm going to go full ham on my own business, and I'm going to do what I want to do and do the things that I've learned from the different aspects of my life. It's very, I'm a kind of person that um, isn't afraid to talk in front of a audience or isn't afraid to talk online, and that might be problematic for some people, especially if you're shy, or you're scared of what people might think, or we all have these fears. Public speaking is a big one, and although I'm not afraid to speak in public, I do still get anxiety. I always pray, and usually, I prayed before this event happened, but usually for my events, I pray, and will light some sage and smudge, and we can talk about that later if you don't know what that is. And really have a good space. But anyways, okay, so I worked with California Native Boat, and then I started doing business solely as AC and Associates. Um, and what that means is I started getting contracts. One of my really good supporters and a longtime friend of mine, he's also my work husband, Eric Sanchez. He's the executive director of PACU Cultural Community Services, which is a great organization. They do a lot of work in the community. They have youth groups. They give food to the elderly in San Fernando Valley and also LA County, different areas. So check them out. They're pacu.org, I believe. Look them up. PUKUU, Cultural Community Services. Okay, so Eric asked me to do some um, workshops for him. And then PACU is a nonprofit of the Tutaviam tribe, the Bernardino Tutaviam tribe, band of Mission Indians. And then since I was doing work with him, and they saw the work that I was doing, their youth department, Tachint, also asked me to do some work with them. And then by doing work with Tachint, I also got a contract through the tribal youth department. And then other people saw the work that I was doing. And it happened so quickly. And again, I know 2021 was not a good year for people, but luckily, and I'm so blessed that I was able to create something online and do stuff online during this isolation period, or this quarantine period that we all are in. So, how do we pivot? How do we make things work for us? When you want to dream, it doesn't just fall in your lap. You have to do the work to get there. So, one of the things that I've been doing again this year, my daughter asked me what it is that I wanted for Christmas. And again, I was like, oh, nothing. But what I had been doing on my own is making an Amazon wish list and putting all the things that I wanted for my business on there for myself. So when I did have the money to buy those things, I could purchase them on Amazon. So the reason that I mentioned this is because one of those things that I wanted was a planner. And I know planners are old school, and I know there's a lot of stuff online that you can utilize instead of writing stuff down. And I do utilize Google Calendar and all of that. But for me, what works for me is writing things down. So that's what I started doing last a couple of weeks ago. So in this particular planner, the things that I like about it is that they have where you can put your goals for the month, and then also it has a bill tracker, and then it also has areas where I can journal and write. And this thing has been amazing for me. It actually has helped me to write down my dreams and my goals. And at the beginning of the year, I I wrote down PIP, which stands for Positive Indian Parenting. And I'm a certified Positive Indian Parenting instructor. So what that means is that I can have a class for Train the Trainer and train other people to also give the class. So, anyways, I wrote down PIP, and like a week later, or somebody called and said, "Hey, can you do a PIP class for us?" And I was like, "Oh my God, yes." And then somebody else, like 2 days later, a different organization was like, "Hey, are you doing any PIP classes this year?" I was like, "It's all coming together." And just because I wrote it down, I spoke it into the universe. And I know some people are like, "What does that mean? Like, why is she talking to the universe?" I put my dreams out there because I want my dreams to come true. And like I said before, our dreams don't just fall on our laps. We have to work towards them. So one of the things that I do is write. I journal. It helps me clear my mind. It helps me to think of the things that I want in my life. So PIP was one of those things, and I'm proud to say that I have a scheduled training in the beginning of February. AC and Associates does utilize community and does utilize individuals that are in the community with different skills. So during the time that I worked with Paku in this past year, we've done different events such as a fashion show, we've done a scholarship gala, we've done powwows, we've done virtual bingos. We've done, what else have we done? We've done quite a bit of different things. Um, and all of those things was because they were in my brain, and I miss community, and I wanted to provide a space, a virtual community space for different individuals. And during those events, we give out raffle items, and or we needed people to be a head woman or a head man, and those individuals came from the community. So utilize what you have in your own life. Like I said, if you don't have a ring light, turn on a lamp or bring a lamp closer to you. You know, all of these things help our business, help us, and help us to get to that dream. So, okay, so we talked about the planner, right? Also, it's important to me to to write stuff down, to journal, to talk about for myself different things that I want to see. So I have this big old book, and it has different sections. So in one section, I can have it for my language class. I take a Taos Pueblo language class regularly. In the other section, I can have something about Paku. So all of these have different sections. Um, so that you can separate your engagements or what you're talking about or what works for you. And that works for me. It may not work for you, but it works for me. The other thing is, I'm not a big reader. I've never really been a big reader. But last year, no, 2019, Okay, I don't remember when, but my comadre, my goddaughter's mother sent me a book in the mail, and this is the book she sent me. It's the book of beautiful questions. Like I said, I'm not a reader, but I carry this thing around with me all over the place. And I don't, like, I'm not really into it. When I'm reading, um, I have to, I can't just read it. I don't know, I'm not a reader is what I like to say. But I do know readers. My niece Nia loves to read, and one time she was reading, and she was crying because she was reading. That book touched her so much, and I love to see that. I love to see people engaged in what they do and how it affects them. So I carry this book everywhere I go, and I'm chap on page 24. And I got this like last year. So I started reading it, and I had a dilemma, not a dilemma, but a question in my heart. Somebody had outreach to me and was asking me if I can assist them. And they were a place that really strives on degrees. And I only have a semester I went to Haskell Indian Nations University in Lawrence, Kansas. I went for one semester. So I don't have a letters behind my name, like a PhD or any of that. And that's okay. For me, that's okay because I'm not a reader. I never really liked school. But I do have one semester of that experience. And I do have other like technical degrees. I have an administrative assisting degree. Um, Medical administrating assistant degree from Bryman College, which I know that's a technical college, and that's a whole nother thing because they offer different classes in a short amount of time, but they charge a lot of money. So one of the things that I have learned from that is that community colleges offer the same thing at a much cheaper rate or less expensive rate. So definitely look into different things. Go to workforce development. Maybe they can help you. They definitely want um, to help our people. And okay, so I just wanted to read to you. So I opened this book one time, and I was going through a dilemma, and it says in here, and I even highlighted it. So when it comes to important decisions, we can put less trust in feelings and more in evidence. We can seek input from outside sources and differing perspectives. That meant a lot to me. After I read that, I called one of my best girlfriends and asked for her advice. My dilemma for this particular scenario that I'm telling you is that this organization wanted to hire me. They asked me how much I charge. I don't know if that's legal or not, but I didn't reveal what it is that I charged. For another contract, what I said was, "How much can you pay?" And they said a certain amount. And they said, "But we can pay that amount to individuals that have a degree." And the thing that I was helping them with was about Native Americans in Los Angeles, in the community. Um, I don't know. Um, I've known that life all of my life. I'm 45. So when they asked me that, I was like, well, I have 45 years of experience in a community that I love and that I'm part of. And they needed the work to be done in 1 month in December. And I was like, I'm available. I have the experience. And if you'd like, I would be willing to help you for the amount that you said. And I don't have a degree. And they said, okay, well, let me get back to you. But we're so thankful that you're willing to work with us. So they came back and they said, okay, the amount that you want is what you got. Also, for another contract that I did last year, they said, can we pay you this amount, X amount? And I was like, it's a lot of work. In my brain, I was thinking, it's a lot of work. I think, you know, um, I think I need this much. And they were like, okay, we'll pay you. We'll pay you that amount. So negotiate for yourself. your skills and what you have in you is valuable, even if you don't believe it for yourself. I know a lot of times Indian, well, I'm just going to say in general, I'm not going to say Indian. Um, a lot of the times we don't value our work for what it should be paid. Um, and people are going to pay you less if you allow them. So speak up for yourself. If you think you might need more work, then ask for it. It never hurts to ask. Um, so I am so thankful that you guys are here again. And I wanted to, when I put out one more thing before I bring on my special guest. So I don't know if you saw this flyer that I put out or different flyers that I do. All of these things that I utilize to make my flyers, I use through a app called Canva, Canva. And it's free. There's a free version of it. I actually made the investment and um, well, I haven't made the investment yet. They gave me a 30-day free trial. So when I was doing that job in December, I really needed that Canva because I was helping to put a presentation together, a curriculum together. And there were several different PowerPoints that I needed to adjust, and I needed pictures. And Canva has so many different pictures, but you have to pay for some of them. But when I first started using Canva and before December, I was using the free version. So I made the decision to utilize the 30 days and then go from there. And it's been such a great asset to my company, to my business, for me, because flyers, people like to, some people are visual. So they like to see different flyers, and you can post them all over the place, and they have the opportunity. They already have a flyer, like a draft made. You just need to change all of that stuff. So Canva is um, a really good application to use. And so is, forgot what the other one. Adobe something. I'll get it before the end of this. But anyways, I wanted to thank you guys for checking in with me. I am gonna after my guest, I will invite other people to come on. But I did want to have this person come on. Actually, she reached out to me. She saw my flyer and she asked me, "Hey, can I join you?" And I was like, "Sure." They offer so many great things that I want you all to know. So let's bring my special guest in, and I'll have her introduce herself. So here we go.
Hello.
Hey,
Am I on the air?
you are on the air. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Okay. Hello, everybody. Good morning and soon to be good day. My name is Lupi, and I'm the outreach specialist for the United American Indian Involvement. And I would like to share with you just very quickly about who we are and what we do. We're a service agency to Orange County and all over LA County. We have 3 offices, one in downtown Los Angeles, Cerritos coming soon, and Santa Ana. I want to express what a great program that UAII has. And it's been a program in existence for the workforce development for about maybe going on 2 years. And what we do is that we want to help American Indians, Native Alaskans, and Native Hawaiians become successful and come out of poverty. If you want to go to school and you reside in LA County or Orange County, and you come from a federally recognized tribe or a state recognized tribe from any state of the United States, we would like for you to reach out to us. Because if you want to go to school and you want to access that kind of training, either a 2-year, a 4-year, a certificate, please contact me, because on a case by case basis, we may be able to help you. You will go through an orientation, an eligibility process, and have a case manager. But what about if maybe school's not for you and you want to just start off your own business? We can assist you in that, provide you guidance and a plan. And what about if you just want to work? You're at a moment that you just need to work. Well, let's help you with that. Let's help you build your resume. Let's help you, get out there in the workforce. We have a list of companies that are always contacting our department looking for to hire workers, at a moment's need. So contact me. I will provide my website, and it's www.uaiiworkforce.com. We're going as young as 11th grade. So parents out there, if you have 11th graders, juniors and seniors in high school, we're going as young as 11th grade. And maybe, you're an older individual, and you understand that maybe in your business that you have to now go 100% virtual, and you need some skills. That's one thing that we also help is maybe you are working already, but you just need some skills. Well, call me. Everybody's a case by case basis. My contact is 714-591-7080. You can call or text. I really appreciate being on this show. And Averill, I heard some excellent ideas, and I really want to support you on this monthly or weekly native business gathering, or people that, or support system that want to start their business or help them, retain their business. There's a lot of things that I really like the idea, and whatever I can do to support. And Averill, I just want to say you're doing an excellent, excellent job, and keep it up. And I think you're doing very well with AC and Associates.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I actually want to thank you, Lupe, because I wouldn't be doing this today if you didn't suggest it. You actually were the one that was like, you should do like a Friday, like 8 o'clock coffee time. I was like, that's a good idea, but 8 o'clock, that's not for me. My schedule is way different than the normal like 9 to 5er. But that's okay. And that's my schedule. And actually, during quarantine time, I was like sleeping a lot during the day, like waking up after 12 o'clock noon, but I work through like 5 or 6 in the morning. And that's my schedule. So I had to actually tell myself that that was okay because I was being hard on myself, And then you mentioned, we had talked and you had mentioned you should do this. And I was like, that's a great idea. One of the things that I had done for my business when I came at 1 year was I had a 1 year celebration, a Zoom 1 year celebration. And I brought my friends and I put it out there. Anybody was invited. And a lot of my friends and family, they came online to support me. We danced, we played games, and that was just to support my community and talk about the successes that we have or had. So I wanted to say thank you for continuing to support people in the community, not only myself, but so many other people in the community, from workforce development to talking about COVID and testing to helping individuals. I know that you're a notary as well. You helped me notarize something for my business. When I first started my business, you have to get something called a DBA. Well, I had to get something called a DBA, which is doing business as. So I'm Averill Cordova. I'm doing business as AC and Associates, and I had went and filed my paperwork and did all of that good stuff, but I had to make a change on it. And for so long, I put that on like a shelf and was like, okay, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. But I finally got to it. And it's so simple. I just needed to fill out another paper, but I did need to have it notarized. And I called Lupe and I let her know that I had to have it notarized. And she came out and we met at UAII and she signed it and notarized it. And I sent it in the mail that day. So thank you for what you do. I know you've been in the community a long time. I know we've all been in the community, but there's a great Los Angeles American Indian community. And I know that we all need to support and help each other. So thank you for what you do. I also know that you've asked me if I needed help with the small business loan or the small business grant that they have right now. You
Yes,
had
if I can tap into that, Averill. And so it's so important, Averill, that I understand that we, um, for many generations, I believe in Indian country, we've always been a small business. That's how we've been able to survive and circulate our money within our communities, whether that was through setting up food shops, artwork, singing, dancing, our ceremonies, just everything. We've always been in the world of business. However, in this moment of time, Averill, we have to legitimize our business. And what I mean by that is creating a DBA, creating a bank account in the name of the business, getting a business license, doing your taxes as under the name of the business. Because under the CARES Act, now you have to submit those documents, because you can't just say, well, I'm a arts and crafts vendor at all the powwows, which is a legitimate business, but we have to legalize your business. So that way, when we apply for these COVID funds, and it's a lot of money, and this is grants that we're talking about, which means you don't have to pay back, but you have to showcase legally that you are a business by providing documents of a DBA, bank account in the name of the business, your business license, your taxes, that when you file your taxes, you are filing under the name of the business. So what I'm trying to say is that in 2021, there's more money under the Biden administration that's going to come out. So workforce development, we assist you to help you to legally legitimize your business. And not only that, but tribes such as the Navajo Nation in November, December, I'm sorry, in October, November, they were giving out business grants to Navajo tribal members, and we were there to make sure we shared that information. So we also get information from the tribes under the CARES Act to make sure that you guys, tribal members living in urban communities who may not have a contact to back to their home reservation, about their stimulus checks and also business grants. So I would say the workforce development is your source of contact and is your place of resources.
Yes, it is. And it also helps students as well, right? From
Yes,
the age of, what's the
as
age?
young as young as 11th grade. We're going
Okay.
after assisting students because, students that are in 11th grade are now going to college. So students that are seniors are going to college. And so we want to have that plan. We want to target as young as 11th grade. So that way, when you're in our system, we're already guiding you as to what college you want to go to. Let's do the research, because remember, out there's a lot of colleges that are for profit, and it's sad because those for-profit schools are not there in your best interest, because what happens is that those credits units don't transfer. And a lot of times, for example, if you're going to a for-profit school for a paralegal degree, a lot of those are not ABA approved. And what that means is that attorney legal offices would not hire you because you graduated from a non-ABA school. So we want to teach our young natives that, what traditional schools offer and how you can transfer credits to a 4-year, and for-profit schools that they're just out there. You gather your degree just from that school, but you can't transfer it anywhere else. So, it's all in the planning.
It's all in the plan. And there is a plan that's made with your case manager once you do go to UAII Workforce Development. I know that I meet with my case manager on a regular because so when I first went into there, my plan was to get a laptop, to get insurance, to do different things, and I met those goals. So then we had to do more goals, and that's the same thing like within life. If you meet your goals, let's write another goal. Like let's say like for 3 months, do a 3-month plan starting today. What's your plan? But anyways, I'm going off topic. I put in the chat a link if people want to join right now and they might have questions for you. I don't know if you have the time, but I did allow, if you are watching us right now and you have a question about UAII workforce development, or have a question for Lupe, please click on that link and you'll be brought in backstage and then we can bring you onto the show. But I just definitely want to encourage individuals to utilize the different types of resources that are out there. UAII Workforce Development has been such a great asset to me. I've went to different workshops such as financial planning, website building, and also Excel classes. I know that you're website, which is listed on the screen, uaiiworkforce.com, has a list of your different types of events that are coming up, right?
Yes,
They
absolutely. We
also
put
have,
out monthly event. We sent out even a monthly plan. So
yeah,
and it's all virtual and it's open to the community. And a lot of these events that, regardless if you're a client of ours or not, it's open to the community.
yeah, and I know that they also have like online enrollment where you can um, click on the enrollment and then a enrollment person will contact you, right?
Yeah, yes. So and we've gone virtual, folks. You can apply online. The orientations online. All your documents are submitted online, and it's all confidential. And um, because of the pandemic that we're in, we've gone online and virtual, and so it's very simple on how you can apply. And if there's any questions, most definitely contact me. And again, my number is 714-591-7080. And you can call or text, and I'm always here to support. And I'm really glad that that's one thing about the workforce, is that we notarize our clients' documents, and that's um, you know at no expense to the workforce client. And that's something that we decided to do, utilizing the fact that I am a notary and I have a license to do so, and the fact that during this pandemic time, there's not a lot of notaries out there that are willing to notarize. And so um, you know,
Thank you. Thank you for being here. I also know that while we're talking about the different types of services that you do, I know that the clinic as well is providing still COVID testing and the vaccine as well. And I know that when you get COVID tested at UAII, the clinic, they also offer you a $50 gift card,
yeah, isn't
right?
that neat? Isn't that wonderful?
Yes.
That is
Yes.
wonderful. So, and for if you want to look at the umbrella of the organization UAII, you would go to www.uaii.org. uaii.org, and that's the umbrella organization that will point out to you all the departments that exist at UAII.
Yeah. So thank you. I don't know if anybody wants to come on right now because we don't have anybody, but we will be continuing to do this on a regular basis. And my schedule will be, I have to make a flyer on Canva. So and we'll probably do this on a regular, like weekly, but it's a chance for me. I know that other consultants that have been doing business, they contact me and say, hey, how are you? We check in that way, and they ask me things about my business, and I ask them things about their business. And I wanted to make that a virtual space. So allowing people to ask questions about how they start their own journey and how we can help. So that's what this time is about. I don't know if you have any other things to say.
I think this is wonderful, April, because you're really you're opening doors, April, and you're giving our community hope that we also can. And I look on social media and I see all the wonderful things, our seamstress, our food vendors, our arts and crafts, so much talent, tattoo artists, um, just so much talent, consultants, so much talent out there. And how can we bring us all together and support businesses, and also hire each other for events.
Mhm.
And so there's you know I know that there's more that we can do. And I think, April, you have really put the spotlight in being start your own business. And I think your story and your journey has really, and sharing your story openly, is opening doors to a lot of young people and those that have dreamed of having a business. And I want to thank you, April, because not a lot of us can be open about it and sharing our struggles and how we came about. Uh, but you have been, and I think that's a creator's gift that you have, that you're able to open this. And I just want to say, if there's anybody out there right now listening or going to listen in, that if you have a dream to start your own business, you know, I can assure you that Averill is here for you. I am here for you, because it is time. You know, we've always had our own business. If you look on the Indian reservations, that they've always, every day, whether it was selling food on a tailgate parking lot, or, you know, selling tortillas, or, you know, selling their best pozole or anything, or even chopping wood. That's all a business. If you really
Mhm.
look at it, you're self-employed. That's all a business. So we can create our own businesses here too, and it's just wonderful to see that we're striving, and we're thriving.
Yes. I think that it's important for us. I mean, you know, a lot of the times our ancestors, my dad, my mom, individuals have put the fact that I always need to be doing something. I always need to, there's always something that needs to be done. Whether it be chopping wood or, getting water from the well for my grandma, or, it, there's always something that we can do, and we can, and get working as a business, like you're saying, powwow dancers or beaters or mask makers right now is a
Yeah,
big thing,
there you
and
go.
all of that can get paid for, and
Right.
workforce development, UAII myself can, you know support you and encourage you and be there for you, and Lupe can, and workforce can definitely show you the ropes of how to make your dream happen and provide you with additional support. So if you are in Los Angeles County, or in Orange County, as she said, there's new offices coming, and click on uaiiworkforce.com, and check out their website, and give Lupe a call, or text, and let's see how we can make you successful in your own business, and you know be happy, make those dreams come true.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Thank you, Ava, for having the show, and thank you for having me as your guest.
You're welcome. Thank you. If there's other individuals that you want to share, that would like to come on and talk about their business, I'm more than willing to have special guests. That's why I appreciate you actually outreaching to me, because in my brain I was thinking, man, I would love it if workforce, could show up and talk about their stuff. And then the next day you called, so it's our text, and it's just all comes together when you really put work into it. It definitely comes together.
You know, I would like to recommend an individual that I'll send you her name, and she had to make 100% change to go 100% virtual, and
Mhm.
I think she would love to share her story and how COVID financially hurt her business. She lost all of her contracts, and
Yep.
now she has, a year later, she's coming up, and slowly, but for her business they had to go 100% virtual. And how do you do that? And
Mhm.
you know, how do you motivate yourself back up when you've lost all your contracts? So
Mhm.
I'm going to recommend her to you, and I think you're
Yeah.
going to be great. Her story is
Yeah.
what.
I think that story, losing all of our contracts as an independent consultant, happened to a lot of people. And how do we pivot? How do we make our business be as successful as it was before? COVID has affected everybody, and um, I would love to have her, have that individual talk about what it is that she does. Support her in whatever way. I may not be able to pay her or give her financial funds, but this as well is a way for me to support her. And like I said in the beginning, if somebody can't, if you could just press that share button, or encourage others to watch, that's supporting a business, so it may not be monetary, but it will work out at the end. So I definitely would love to have her, and I'm going to be coming out, like, with the schedule for the month, so please feel free to give her my information. Also, you can contact me at averylcordova@gmail.com. So please feel free to definitely contact either my or Lupe, or workforce development, because also UAII has a lot of other services, mental health, substance abuse, domestic violence. They have a large realm of services available to the Los Angeles Native American population.
That's very
So,
true. So workforce development
yes.
is one department within the departments that exist at UAII.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining me today. It's been a great talk, and I really much appreciate you reaching out to me to be here. I do want to be mindful, and I do want to actually keep these short. So, because, Zoom fatigue and all of these online fatigues are a burnout sometimes, but they're also one of the things that I do want to recommend is look for those trainings that are free online as well. And, whether it be at UAII Workforce Development, or yesterday, Thursday and Friday, it was Native Wellness Institute gave a free presentation for healthy relationships. And one of the things that they had mentioned was that we need to be on our own path and help our own selves before we can help other people. Like, hurt people. And if you're in a situation, you just need to reevaluate what you could do and how you can be a great person for yourself first before, yeah. So, anyways, I'm going to start going off on something else. But take advantage of the free online workshops that are available. Take care of yourself, pray, smudge, reach out to a friend, text somebody if you need to talk to somebody. If you want to talk to Lupe about business or talk to me, please feel free to reach out to us. So thank you again for being here. Thank you for watching. And thank you for supporting me. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay. Bye. Okay, guys. So one of the things, thank you for continuing to be here with me. I'm going to go ahead and say bye, say thank you. Ta'a Pilamayaye. Atiahet, gracias. Thank you so much, everybody. Manahu, I think that's the right word. That might be hello. Anyways, I like to use different languages because we're all of different, backgrounds, and I want to make sure that I say thank you as much as I can to those individuals that I know the language for. But thank you so much for watching. Please look on my social media about the next time that we'll be here, and it was so great um, to see different people check in, from Monique, which I know Monique has a great business. She does jewelry, and it's only like $5. So Monique definitely has her own business, and she does amazing things. So also, the other thing that you can do for free for a friend or a small business is shout them out. Monique does business for, I forgot what, it's a jewelry company, and it's only $5. So if you have a business, and or want a business, or a friend has a business, shout them out, share their page, like their stuff, talk about them, let people know who they are. There's another person, Christina, that said, she's here to learn and get support, and we would love to help you and encourage you, and keep going and love what you do. So please feel free to give me a call or email me at avrilcordova@gmail. Okay, guys. Well, we appreciate you being here. And we're going to go ahead and say thank you for being here, and we'll see you soon. All right. Bye-bye.